Good afternoon.
Thank you for sharing your insights. I just wanted to take few words from you. What do you think about the session that we just conducted on AI? Obviously, we know what you think and what you believe, but just as feedback, how do you think this session really went? What do you think about this topic?
HR NXT team has done a really fabulous job. I think last 2 hours I was just absorbed in this event. Okay, I could the way the entire thing has been conducted. I would like to thank everybody out here, the organizing team. I think there was no agenda which was given. There was no questions which was given. It was very open, and the way everything went around was superb. Okay, and I think this is one of the conferences I've attended, which is very free flowing, and I can hope that all the audiences would have loved it. Okay.
How can we improve this session for our audiences, for all the people who are interested in tech and AI? Any changes we can bring about?
We can give more time to Q&A, wherein there could be more audience interaction. I think we can increase the time there. Okay.
Thank you, Anand, for the awesome insights that you have shared. I think it has increased our experience multifold over these past couple of hours.
Thank you.
So, what do you think about the topic that we had chosen? And what was your experience overall when we were speaking?
The topic HR Annex is selected is really most important, not just a good one. Because as I mentioned in my presentation that AI is here, is going to impact practically every single aspect of business. But human resources is area where it's going to impact more. And its impact is a major word. Because it's not just about you using some technology to manage people, but as we just talked about the productivity of people, so now how in the new world HR executives should act on ethics, performance, productivity. So very good session. You should actually give half a day for this session, but very good. Thank you very much for doing that.
Thank you. So, what did you like about the summit overall up till now?
First is the organization, as I mentioned at the end, is impeccable in terms of the running on time, the content, the speakers, the whole organization is really 5-star. And I think the audience which you have engaged from various level is very important because right from managing directors to CEOs to HR managers to some enthusiasts. I met a couple of people who are like students who want to be in AI and HR, etc. So very good job in engaging with the audience and organizing this event.
Thank you so much. Anything that we could have done differently in order to enhance the experience?
As I said, just more time because it's a topic of importance, and I think having more time, audience will really learn more. So next time, as I said, maybe you should do a half-a-day session.
So what's been your learning today from today's summit?
It was a really wonderful event, and we could understand how AI can help us in our business and in our group as well. So it was a really productive conference and workshop. Definitely the speaker selection was fantastic. It was a really good session to understand the effect of AI for future and for now as well.
So what is that one thing that you take back to your organization?
Yeah, just I noted it how powerful we can use AI for our organization. Definitely, in fact, the HR team already HR&X will be using this for our organization, but for our manufacturing and for the management, definitely how we can use AI, we'll be looking at that.
If you could just share your feedback in terms of what we can do better in terms of our next summit.
The next summit can be how more effectively AI can be used. That is all what you can suggest and guide us for that.
So HR Annex is working with you, so any feedback for us?
Keep it and use AI as much as possible for our organization as well.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So Mukesh bhai, it was wonderful having you as one of the speakers today. We really enjoyed listening to you, especially the Hollywood, Bollywood, the Hindi, English, superb. I think our audiences really loved having you over. So we want to know your experience now. How has your experience been today, sharing your knowledge and your experiences?
The event was well organized. One of the best part I like about the event was there was no pre-read, there was no question, there was no guidance about what to talk about it. So it was essentially the only guidance I got from Ashish was, Mukesh, be yourself, speak to your heart, right? That part I liked it. The second part was important part to know the topic, right? It's very sensitive topic where everybody talking about AI, everybody talking about ChatGPT. But the way it was organized was very easy for us to have an open discussion and share our thoughts about what is happening, what's not happening, including the participation from audience was very good. Lively audience asked those questions and all. We were able to talk about those. Yes, the Bollywood Hollywood part, I try to do this because sometimes keeping an attention for a long time is challenge. But yeah, I always found out being in India, ये हिंदी यूज नहीं करते क्या किया मजा नहीं आ रहा
Absolutely. So give us one takeaway to the HR fraternity that we can take it back and implement.
Yeah. So the only one takeaway for HR fraternity will be data is there everywhere. Everybody is transmitting data. Passive or active doesn't matter, right? Listen into those data and then use the tool appropriately. Tool doesn't come first. Your ideas, what you want to achieve out of it, right? As the movie Three Idiots says, right? अरे कहना क्या चाहते हो, right? You should ask your employee what do you really want to do. Instead of asking this question, capture those experience, capture those behavior, and then analyze those parts. So data. It's all about data. If you can capture the data, it's really good for you.
One last question from us. What is that we could have done differently today?
I know it's a difficult question, but yeah, keeping a session just before lunch is always sometimes a challenge, but after the lunch is also equally challenge. But 2 hours session was definitely good. But maybe in future, maybe slightly longer time where we have group level activities where people do. And can you like a workshop format where people can actually take away, come up with a problem, like there could be manufacturing table, textile table, jewelry table, and then we can work on some of the problem and actually come up with a solution. That could be something workshop for you. And whenever you do the workshop, pass on the revenue to me. Pass percentage of that.
Thank you very much, Mukesh bhai. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So at this summit, how has your experience been so far?
See, thanks to Yogesh, it's pleasure to be here, and I think AI has become a reality. And I specifically came for this session because I felt that that's something we need to explore. And I think among all these speakers, one thing came up very clearly, that AI is not going to replace people, but it is an enabler. And it's very important for us to understand how is it an enabler, and I think all the speakers dwelled very deeply into that, and it was really nice. So good to be here. Thank you.
What is that one key takeaway that you feel that you'll have it for a long period of time?
I think AI is a reality. We cannot run away from that, and we just need to accept, adapt ourselves. Like one of the speakers said that you have to accept this fact that AI is part of us. Either you accept it, those will be affected who don't know. They will be replaced in case they don't know what AI is. Otherwise, I think it's going to be good. I think I want to emphasize on one point with my experience is that AI is the future, and AI is something we should take this as an enabler, something which enables what we do in HR. And I lead marketing also, so I'm sure it is helping us there as well. So, thank you.
That one aha moment for you during the session?
Well, I think you all have been a great host. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What's been your experience of this summit?
So first of all, it was it was a pleasure being there and understanding and looking things from a different lens. Understanding AI, what we've been reading all through, and listening to experts who have worked practically on those aspects. I think that was one of the interesting concept for me.
What is that one thing that you're going to go and share with your colleagues?
So one of the things which I loved in the session was regarding generative AI, and what we've been doing traditionally in HR is that we do a lot of lag analytics, and what is the future is how we are going to have a lead analytics in our day-to-day working. And one of the things which was mentioned by the speakers was that how are we going to ensure that we start using AI. You must have seen that in one of the surveys, almost 50% of the population is still not using, have not even don't even intend to use AI. But however, understanding this, that we don't have a choice now, and that's how the future is going to be. So it was in some certain aspects, and listening to people there, I see as an eye opener as well.
Great. Do you want to share any feedback in terms of that we could have done better?
It was an interesting session altogether. I mean, from a point of view, if I have to be extremely critical, you gave opportunity in terms of people speaking from the audience, and time, of course, normally in sessions like this becomes a constant because you have to cover a lot of things. So, not really want to be critical. I think it was a wonderful experience to understand.
One word for today's summit. Any one adjective for today's summit?
So, the thing is, and I told, in the morning also somebody who helped me, is that I had to travel to Bangalore, and I decided to attend. The topic was very interesting, and I thought that I will attend this session and be here. And because of the topic which said that taming, that taming word was kind of, it hit my thought process, and I thought, okay, now how are we going to tame it? Like what was told in the end of the session was that it is no more a boon or whatever, bias or whatever. It is more about taming, which actually hit my thought process. I said, okay, now we are going to tame AI. Let me see how we are going to do it. So that's what.
So Suresh, nice having you over for the summit. We would want to know your experience, how it has been. Did you attend the first session?
First of all, it was a great session. I had a great insight how the industry is going to be changed to the future of it. Till now, the AI industry, it's only for the gaming and the other industry was going through. But right now, by attending this session, I came to know how good and how well it will be helping us to the HR industry in terms of every aspect, to the entire gamut, you can say, right from the start to the end, till the hiring employee, till the exit, plus every part. If you say it is a helpful tool, I would say it, if like same like a chat GPT, if some HR tools will be integrated, come to the industry through AI itself, it will be helpful in terms hiring and all. So it was a really great thing because in terms of my personal growth also, I was in a thought of aspiring, learning from the AI part. But after attending this session, I have made my decisions. Thanks to you all and plus the speakers to help me out to reach the destination, for understanding how important it is and for my growth plus the company for overall growth of the industry also. So it's a great thing. And
So it's great, the session has really, the summit has really helped you to take back, things which you could implement. So you could share one thing that you go back and implement.
the first thing I would be helping out in me for the screening of the employees and all, it's a big challenge. As of now, everything is going online. Most of the employees looks for like on-call interviews and all, rather than coming down personal face-to-face interview. Through this AI, I think something will be helping out for me also through this AI tool, which as the speaker said, there are PI tools available, which is helpful for screening and all. So I think it will be a best thing for me to implement in my company for screening the employees, for shortlisting as per the skills, whatever required to the right candidate for the right position. It will be helping me out a lot. I think each and every industry is not only for one industry. The HR is required by each and every industry. So if the same thing can come across with each of all the HR industry, and it can be implemented in the courses as well, like MBA, whatever the courses are, all the colleges, institute can implement all these things in their courses, it will be very good thing for the upcoming HR professionals and all. Rather than waiting for the till end, they can take the advantage at the initial stage and learn from those things and implement right from the starting stage itself. It's a big thing.
It was informative, good. It was, I would say, enlightening for me. We've been having this discussion about AI for quite some time, and given the organization from which I am from State Bank of India. As you know, it's one of the largest employers in India. So how can we leverage AI has always been a question which keeps doing round at various meetings which we have. Given that now we have used AI for many of our retail side operations, but we have never thought about it as a active tool for our staff as such. So I think the deliberations which were there during the second session, which was regarding AI, was quite informative, and I do have some takeaways. We will deliberate furthermore. Yes, please. Firstly, as a person, I would say, then I talk about the organization. There is a gap, mental gap, I would say, a barrier which is there whenever any new thing comes up. So this AI is still now in that zone wherein it is quite, I would say, very, I'm not getting the right word. It is too early for us to take it in our organization. So that is a challenge, but then if we can have some use cases, if we can see the benefit which is there for using AI, definitely we would like to leverage, we would like to use, we would like to give this as an option to our employees to make the experience of our employees better. Yeah. HRNX is good, and right now we are partners in one of the biggest employee engagement surveys which we are having. The survey is still on, so they're good.
So this is the second year you're attending the HRNXC Summit?
Yes.
Okay. So how has your experience been so far?
Phenomenal. Every year it is becoming bigger and better.
So about this session on the AI, what is the best thing that you liked?
One thing I can say that every time that HRNXC is giving better and bigger, and if you look at in HR, that use of that AI, especially with GPT, this session has given a completely different aspects, and I liked what Anand has given, that that win. That wins is a very nice acronym he has given, where the people can use word, image, numbers, and so that is amazing learning I had. And in fact, I think that one thing was very, very clear from all the speakers and from the audience also. Either you have to use it or you have to perish.
So what was that one aha moment for you in the entire session?
The way all three speakers have interacted and engaged the audience, and especially if I take Mukesh has given a lot of anecdotal from the Bollywood, and that was amazing. So he was able to connect with all of us. In fact, all three of them were very good, and I'm taking back a lot of good learning from all these sessions.
It is. I'm extremely thrilled to know that you are, you really liked the session, and you're taking a few, important insights, some profound insights from the speakers. Anything that we could have done differently in order to enhance the experience?
It's better to beat perfection, but of course there is always a scope of improvement, and I'm sure that all of you are working on that. Maybe that some pre-survey, pre-questions, etc., that you can add more profiling of that guest speakers, so we are well prepared and we know what exactly we are expecting from the speakers, could help.